smaller numbers, but that may not be a bad thing, huh?
No, smaller numbers are kind of like a small classroom. You know, this is going to dictate a lot more individual time for each kid. You know, you can have a large team with a lot of kids, and it's like a large classroom. You know, you got to be careful who you leave behind. So, you know, I'm pretty pleased with the numbers we have. We have our 2 all-state returners back, and you know, I just feel that we're going to have more individual time for each one of them.
Plus, in cross country, you want to keep everybody together. With a small number, they almost have to run together, maybe, huh?
Well, they do a lot of training together, and in your early meets, you know, a lot of these kids will stay together too. They'll stay fairly close because they've been working the same pace. You know, at some point, you got to put everyone's pace at that top level to try to score those, you know, least amount of points.
Talk about your 2 all-staters to start with. Duncan, come back, he's senior. Senior this year.
Both
this
of them.
is his last go-round, and so he wants to make the most out of it.
Yeah, Duncan coming into his senior year, you know, he's had a good summer. I've seen him around town running. He's probably stepped up his mileage over last summer from that. So, you know, we're looking for big things out of Duncan. He's looking to try to improve his place in the state rankings as well.
It's important that you, when you work with him in the fall, that you get him peaking at the right time of the year.
Yeah, you know, we got to, you know, if anyone had a magic potion on how to get a kid to peak at the right time, they could be a millionaire. But, you know, we have a pretty good idea. Duncan, you know, has a pretty good idea of what time of the year we really need to step up the training and to get that peak, you know, the end of October.
And Wolmering on the girls' side, just an outstanding runner. I think her biggest problem is keeping her injury-free.
Yeah, you know, that's going to be key, is keeping kids, keeping Erica injury-free or keeping them from getting too sore. She does put a lot of miles in. Again, a returning all-stater, so we're looking for big things out of her. And, you know, she and Duncan kind of need to lead the pack.
She just seems to improve every year, too. I mean, she just, and there's nothing to her. I mean, she's, you know, 80 pounds or whatever she is, you know, but she runs the big heart. She runs much bigger than she is, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, Erica runs to the meet level. She knows who's going in there as a top runner, supposedly on time, you know. And Erica's always going to go right after them, you know. And if she's the top runner, she's going to take off and try to lead that pack and go from there. So, you know, she trains hard. She's got a lot of miles in. Each year she's come in, there's always been a little more added to it. So, you know, again, big things for her.
Talk to me about some of the other people in your squad that you're looking to step up this year.
You know, with 5 girls, Lauren Gaines had a pretty good track season last year in the distances, along with Jordy Schneider. They were both out for cross country last fall. They know what it's about. They're looking to try to step up. Emma Bushnell's an 8th grader. She had a good summer of training. Again, as a freshman, though, she's going to have a lot to learn these first few meets of the season. So, you know, girls-wise, with 5 of them, Emily Idle's another senior. You know, she has to take on a leadership role for us, and Emily has a good last 2 years of cross country and looking to get it even better this year. So with those 5 girls, we're looking to really bring it on.
Okay, and on the boys' side?
On the boys, we're only going to probably have 4, you know, unless we pick up another runner later on. Duncan and Parker, the seniors of the team, you know, they're going to look to lead the workload. Ryan Everett's nursing an injury right now, and our freshman Colin, he's going to be just like the freshman girls, got to learn the sport right now.
Your meets are staggered a little bit. Seems like you have a few more this year. Good thing?
Yeah, you know, the month of September, we're every Saturday, you know, big competition. That allows us to train during the week, compete on Saturday. You know, the month of October gets a little more hectic with your Tuesday, Saturday, Tuesday, Friday type of schedule. So, you know, the month of October is really a lot of competition, but it gets you ready for that district coming up the end of the month.